In this video, we're going to be adding some functionality to our module. We are going to create a functional PHP file that's going to serve as the controller for our module. We are going to create a routing file that is going to let our module know about that controller that we just created. And then we're just going to add functionality to this particular module so that it's not just an info file. So let's add some functionality to our module. The first thing that we want to do is create a controller that is going to actually declare the functionality that we want to use. And in order to do that, we're going to create a couple of folders here. The first one is going to be src for source. And then inside this source folder, we're going to create another folder called controller. Within the controller folder, we're going to create a new file, and we're going to call this file hellocontroller.php. So now let's add some functionality to this particular controller. And I'm just going to paste in some functionality here. Now, the first line is going to open up our PHP tag. Now, if you notice at the bottom, we're not actually closing the PHP tag. And that's always been kind of a convention within Drupal because closing PHP tags can really cause a lot of problems elsewhere within your website. So the first two lines then after that, we're going to declare a namespace that we're going to be using, and then we're going to be using the Drupal controller base. And this is just some things that are going to bring in some other functionality into this particular controller. After that, we are going to declare a class, and we're going to call that class HelloController, and that controller is going to extend the standard controller base. We are then going to declare a public function called content. And the content function in the HelloController class will be returning the markup text when the routing system invokes the page that we're going to create. Now, there are a lot of functions that can be declared in controllers, and you could really do an entire course on module development. And if you poke around on Drupal.org, you can really start investigating what a lot of these different functions are. But this one in particular is just going to return an array of items. And the first item in the array is going to declare that we're going to be returning some sort of markup. And then the markup that we're going to be returning is going to be just some text that says "Hello World." Now, this is the functionality of our module. However, if we just save this and move on, it's not going to do anything. And that's because we need to declare a routing system within our module that's going to let Drupal know where all of these controllers are. So the first thing we're going to do is come out here into the root of our directory, and we're going to create a new file. And the new file that we're going to create within our directory is a file called hello_world.routing.yaml. And now we're going to add a little bit of functionality to this particular file, and we'll go through it here. The first thing we're going to do is that we're going to declare this as hello world, the module's content. The path is /hello. So we're going to declare a new page to be created on our Drupal website that has the path of /hello. And then we're going to declare some defaults for this, and we're going to say that we're going to find the controller in Drupal /hello world controller hello world controller content. So we're calling that content function that we set up earlier. And then we're going to give the page a title of hello world. Now, there are some requirements to this particular page, and those requirements are the permissions. So if you have the permission on your role to access content, you're going to be able to see this page. So let's go ahead and save this now and head back over to our website. Now that we're back on our website, we need to flush the cache here. So let's come into Configuration, Development, Performance, and we're going to clear all the cache, just so we can make sure that everything is up to date and functioning the way that it should. And now that all the cache are flushed, we should be able to navigate to /hello And we're going to see that we now have a page that has been created that says Hello World as its title. And we declared that title here. And then we're printing out just the simple content that says Hello World, that if we come back to our controller is the text that we declared it to print out here. And so now we've successfully used our custom module to create a custom page on our website. In the next video, we're going to talk a little bit about understanding the additional files that go into making a module.